as an avid horror fan, I stand to recognize the beauty in horrific events the likes of the European witch hunts. Give me a time machine and the first thing I'll do is travel back to the late 16th century medieval Europe to witness the abhorrent abominations, and I will say to myself, that's some damn good horror if I do say so myself, yes sir. However, as with any hobby, passion, or interest, you gotta take baby steps first, and my baby steps were as classic as they come. Creepypastas, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's time to see if we can find the... Now, the reason why we're playing zombies at 3 a.m. is apparently if you play at 3 a.m. on Shadows of Evil
in the morning, and we just found out when you come to McDonald's at 3 in the morning, you could order the Among Us Happy Meal, you guys. That's right, you heard me. The Among Us Happy Meal.
Now, each and every single one of you motherfuckers know the classic ones such as Ben Drowned and Jeff the Killer. Though, in hindsight, they're classic, yeah, but just without the CL and the IC, if you know what I mean. Now, at the time, the biggest thing in and about my life was Cod Zombies, as depressing as that sounds. So, one day, I had a scientific revelation spontaneously unfold in my prepubescent mind. It was a scientific revelation bigger than when astronomer Edwin Hubble discovered that the universe is expanding 75 years ago. I asked myself, what if I look up creepypastas? Yeah, but about Call of Duty Zombies, ladies and gentlemen. And so I googled Cod Zombies Creepypasta and I didn't find shit. And then so I YouTubed Cod Zombies Creepypasta, and there we have it, folks. This scene that your eyes are witnessing right here is how one boy, years and years ago, didn't really turn into a man, but more of a donkey, if I'm being honest. Now, there are two protagonists in this isekai manga, freakyfacts, and of course, FlipLaScript, my beloved. The first Cod Zombies creepypasta that took my virginity, so to speak, was the legendary Zombies Level 99 creepypasta. Highly regarded by critics all over the globe, of course. We're not even 1 second in, and he hits us with a... Now, this man buys the latest Call of Duty Black Operations 2 Xbox 360 game released in 2012.
A lot of people have talked about a glitch in the game that allows you to go to a new spot unseen.
Now, about 5 years ago, I would have made a Bus Route B joke right about here, but I just want to point out how Bus Route B is actually canon, so this creepypasta might as well just be real, is all I'm saying. So this man does what every prepubescent gamer must do in his life, and I don't necessarily mean yelling racial slurs in the Black Ops 2 multiplayer lobby, no. I mean sitting down and spending your soul's very essence to reach round 100 in Zombies, ladies and gentlemen, but for some reason he puts it as level 99 here, but shit, I used to call Black Ops Black Operations unironically, so fuck if I know. Now, the way to do this Bus Route B glitch, as he puts it, is to ride the bus for all of eternity until you get chosen by God or even Satan, and Ted becomes sentient, ladies and gentlemen.
As we drive over this collapsing bridge, please remember there is no afterlife that your loved ones will be joining you in.
And he drives your ass to the brand new Bus Route B DLC. Now, his friend that was on the bus with him realized just what the fuck he was doing with his life at that point in time, and he decided to head out of the bus, and then my boy got immediately kicked out of the game, as creative as that sounds.
I just got banned from playing Call of Duty Black.
After about 15 minutes of questioning their life purpose, the bus finally comes to a stop. Instead of the usual apocalyptic world of transit, they find themselves in a normal-ass suburban neighborhood in the heart of America, ladies and gentlemen. And get this, the graphics, they were almost too realistic.
The normal graphics are pretty real as it is, but this looks like real life.
Now you listen here, you son of a bitch.
Sounds like it's stamina.
I'm going to file a restraining order. Now, not even a minute later, a message suddenly pops up on screen saying, kill the innocents, with a mission marker coming up directing them to a house. And what happens next will absolutely shock you. Now, they went up to the master bedroom and found the mission marker pointing directly on a husband and wife sleeping instead of the usual zombies. Now, the mission marker leads them to another room in which they find a 5-year-old boy. And what happens next will absolutely shock.
They want us to kill him too? I exclaimed. Chill, dude. Remember the airport level in Modern Warfare 2?
You cannot be serious, my guy. Now, after the deed is done, as he puts it, the screen cuts to black with sounds of screaming looping over and over again. As if they're the screams of the people they just killed, as he puts it. But anyway, he turns the game off and he heads to bed. He turns the game off on round 99 without exiting it properly. Now, I'ma just say how that's a cardinal fucking sin right there, ladies and gentlemen. But he wakes up and he makes his daily cup of joe and he sits down to watch the news. Though, something's different. On the top of the front page, a headline reads, "Young boy shot and killed, along with mother and father, no suspects." Now, my prepubescent self came for the first time in my life at that point upon hearing that shocker of a closer. Though, revisiting it now, I'm gonna be honest with you, this shit is pure donkey, let's be real. Now, I remember having a favorite creepypasta of all time as a kid, and it had to do something with Games of Hell by FlipLaScript, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really believe it, but this Windows movie maker ass intro made me feel blissfully nostalgic all of a sudden. Now, this creepypasta has our anime protagonist playing Black Ops 2 Zombies as usual, although this man in his lobby with a very strong accent suddenly comes about to say some bullshit like, "I have a new DLC 5 game mode you have never seen before. Join my Xbox Live party, I will show you."
He said it was something in German, something like Spiral der Hara.
You just know this motherfucker Google translated some dumb shit like Games of Hell into German because it's got zombies after all. It would seem believable, let's be honest. Now this donkey agrees to playing this new DLC 6 game mode, and it turned out to be the lost game mode factions from Call of Duty Black Operations 4. Nah, but this motherfucker joins the lobby with 7 other people somehow, and he spawns into this map called Hall.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Now this Russian-German strong accent man tells the protagonist that he does not want to lose before the game starts. And then he spawns into this long-ass hallway with hundreds of thousands of lifeless bodies just slowly walking.
I know it sounds weird, but I could smell the burning bodies.
You can't be having that donkey shit coming out of your mouth like that, bro. Now there's a voice in the hallway saying some bullshit in another language, but it says it very fast, so our anime protagonist can't write it down fast enough and Google Translate that whole. But fortunately, the lobby leader comes about to say that the voice said that if the lights were to go out in the hall, the souls would be forever stuck in limbo and that there would be no return to this world and that they were the souls. Ooh. Now after the lobby leader says this bullshit, my guy leaves the game. He just heads out. He want nothing to do with this shit for real, for real. Now our anime protag decides he's had enough and he tries to leave the game, but as he hits the exit button, a note pops up that says, "Once you're banished to hell, you can't escape." Yeah, I think that's the point of hell. I may be wrong, by the way.
I decided that I'd had enough, so I turned off my console, but my TV didn't disconnect.
There it is, the classic fucking video game creepypasta cliche, ladies and gentlemen. The console running on quantum energy all of a sudden instead of bare ass electricity. Now this guy, somehow still in the game with his console unplugged, finds someone and kills him, and it makes his headset go absolutely bonkers with sounds of someone getting repeatedly stabbed over and over again, as creative as that sounds, of course. He takes his headset off, but he still hears the noise. It's like playing Call of Duty in Iraq, you know, you take your headset off, but you still hear the gunshots, ladies and gentlemen. The sounds were coming from his TV speakers, but guess what happens when he unplugs the TV, ladies and gentlemen? Now, after 30 seconds, the noise cuts off and the victim suddenly disconnects from the game and the party. And this happens to the next 3 people as well. He runs and hides somewhere and he looks up the gamer tags of the people who had just disconnected, and get this, it said that they didn't exist. Now, there's only one guy remaining along with our anime protag, and they talk it out as they know one of them ain't making it out alive. Now they notice that there's only 2 minutes remaining for the match to end, and they apologize to each other for anything that may happen. Now they end up fighting in a grand battle, but our anime protag trained his whole life for this moment, and to fail his mentor is something that he will not have happen. He gets the upper hand and the same screaming plays once again, and then his TV shuts off. And he feels something strong push through his chest.
My doors and my windows all open, and then my mother came in, rushing in, and hugged me and said I was playing the game for 5 days.
And that is precisely why you should do crack instead of acid. Ladies and gentlemen, with all of this creepypasta talk, I have a personal story. One that is actually real, that could pass as a creepypasta better than anything you've ever seen. One day after school, I really wanted to play the Call of Duty Black Operations 4 Zombies game mode released in 2018 on the PlayStation 4 video game console. And so I went on Craigslist and I found this man selling the video game for free, as odd as it sounds. I went to the house listed in the address and it was abandoned, though there was a plain disc on the ground with the letters B04 written on it with a Sharpie. I went home and put it in my my PlayStation 4 video game console, and everything seemed normal at first, although when I opened the map classified, it didn't spawn me in the starting room on round 1. No. I was already in Area 51 with a sniper rifle somehow, as if someone played this before me. And I couldn't move, and so I did the only thing I could, which was to zoom in my sniper rifle and